Fuck. We are recording again. You thought you were rid of us, but you're not.
That's right. That's right.
My name is Darrell, as you probably know. That guy over there, that suave motherfucker, that's Justin.
Mm-hmm.
And he has stopped singing Closing Time for just long enough for us to get this podcast down and recorded digitally.
Yeah, this is it's kind of a late night for us.
Yep, it is a late night. Got some other stuff going on, important rumblings around the world, you know. Mm-hmm. So let's jump right in. 2 feet, jumping in, head first. 2 feet, head first. Justin, tell me about this Cannibal Corpse album, this new one, this new Cannibal Corpse album. You reviewed the new Cannibal Corpse album.
I did. It's
Cannibal
torture.
Corpse album.
It's torture.
So you didn't like it?
That's the name of the album.
Oh,
you see what I did with the word?
I did.
So yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Is that the name of the album too?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. And I never really got into Cannibal Corpse, so this was an experience for me. And I definitely, this made me want to go back now. I'm gonna check out the album Kill is next on my list of their stuff. But for those of you who follow them or like death metal at all, or this album is just fucking insane. I blasted it in my car, and the bass in this album is just ridiculous. There's tons of double bass throughout the whole album, crazy bass lines throughout the whole album, constant chugging. This album will definitely have you moving the minute you listen to it. I kind of speechless as far as the description goes. You definitely gotta check out my review. It covers everything. But I just like that it includes, there's some breakdowns involved in certain songs, only certain songs, and then they also change it up with solos in, the other songs. And to me, that's, stays far away from the stupid hardcore scene and whatnot. And the first track I wasn't crazy about vocally because he kind of has this. I guess I'm not used to it, or I wasn't used to it till I am now. Now that I've played it, 50 times. But the vocals are like a barking, like a quick barking type of growling, and I don't know. It was really low, deep. I was told it sounds like their old stuff, which I don't know about. Someone just told me about that recently, but I'll have to check that out. But then it slowly changes and. I kept picturing Nathan Explosion from Metalocalypse in that, and I remember you saying that that story is kind of supposed to be based off of.
Yeah, I think the character was loosely based on. Cannibal Corpse.
So
George Fisher.
Mm-hmm. So in a way, I was kind of picturing that, but yeah, it's definitely good. You don't really listen to them, do you? Often?
No, I have very little experience. With Cannibal Corpse.
Well, I would say
that's some serious death metal right there.
Yeah, they're not joking around in this one. I would say definitely give the album a chance and see what you think. But well, let's see. You did one by Storm Corrosion.
Bye.
Yeah,
I did not review that.
Yeah, Bye Birdie. Oh. Storm Corrosion was the band, right?
Yeah, Storm Corrosion is the band. Now, for those of you who don't know, which I assume if you're reading our site or listening to this fucking podcast, you know who Storm Corrosion is. No?
Nope.
All right. Well, anyway, this was the collaboration between Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth and Steven Wilson of Porcupine Tree. Now, the original incarnation of this actually included Mike Portnoy, formerly of Dream Theater. But I think the other two just kind of said, you're kind of an angry dwarf, and we're just going to go on without you. So finally, this album is coming out. It actually comes out this week.
Wow.
And it is not at all what you think it is. When you think Michael Ackerfeld and you think Steven Wilson, now, obviously, most recently, Opeth's heritage was all, pretty much acoustic, softer stuff.
Yeah.
Porcupine Tree, that's how they've made a living for the last, gabillion years.
Yeah.
And most recently, the album The Incident, which we both thoroughly enjoyed. So I think that when you see these two names together, you almost think of those two styles coming together, which is a very interesting thought. But it's not that at all.
No.
It's a lot of ambience. It's a lot of layered keyboards and strings with little bits of guitar. Ackerfeld barely sings on the album. It's mainly Steven Wilson. But there's nothing... There are very few parts that even, like, really have any sort of punch to them. It's all very laid back. Like, you could just picture... the way I look at this, and I haven't watched any... I think they've released videos of, like, the studio sessions. I really feel like the two of them sat in the studio, kind of nodding their heads, and one would play a riff, and the other one would like tap on some cymbals, and they wrote the album that way. It's just kind of how it just feels like so organic, but
it's almost like background music I'm picturing.
Yes, that's pretty much what it was, and that's the only problem I have with it. It's good. I mean, everything that they do is so precise and so dead on, and it all makes sense and it all fits together, and you could tell these two guys like working with each other, and they both share the same vision. But
so you were just expecting more?
I was expecting more, and it's that's my fault, I guess. It's kind of one of those things when people that you are used to hearing in other forms are going to release something, you kind of play it in your head of what you think it'll sound like.
Yeah.
So, and I said in the review, it's unfair to expect The Incident Part 2 or Heritage Part 2.
Yeah.
But I just kind of wanted something. If I didn't tell you who was on this album, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I think that's my problem. There's not really
anything that stands out.
Yeah, you don't go, oh my god, is that the guy from Opeth?
Right.
So, I mean, the album's good, though. It's definitely worth checking out, and, put it on when you're just, like, chilling on the couch or something. You'll probably really like it. Now, to the contrary, you did an Italian band, and the name of the band is Teodasia?
Yeah, Teodasia. The album is called Upwards. And yes, they are an Italian band from Italy.
Well, that's good. That's the best place for an Italian band to be from.
Yep. Now, when you check this band out, you're gonna set your eyes on Priscilla Fiazza.
Okay.
And she is the lead vocalist and very, very beautiful girl. And her vocals
very beautiful.
her vocals are gorgeous. She can sing like normal, like a lower end, and then she also has this operatic side to her, which I really like. Now the band really delivers a lot of different, just solid symphonic metal. Really, very epic keyboards and guitars. A lot of orchestration. Sounds like it's from keyboards, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But regardless, it's the writing is great. The song structure is very complex. It's not your basic verse chorus. So I definitely would check this out. It's got 12 tracks on it, and I'm not sure if this is their first album or how new they are, but I haven't seen anything earlier than this one. I actually think this is their first album. Pretty sure.
I believe it is.
Yeah. But just from hearing this one, it blew me away. The melodies are catchy. The choruses are very catchy. They have a couple guitar solos throughout some of the songs. They use a lot of piano as well. A couple ballads that you'll come across throughout the album. So it's a good mix of music for power metal, or excuse me, for symphonic metal. But yeah, check them out, motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers, you better fucking do it.